Greetings and salutations, folks. My name's Nick. And welcome to South of Midnight. Where last time we fought Hug and Molly. Hold on a second. We fought Hug and Molly. Defeated Hug and Molly. But then we went on to discover that Hug and Molly wasn't exactly the monster we were expecting her to be. We were expecting somebody that ran around kidnapping children, murdering children. But that actually wasn't the case. Hug and Molly was actually saving children from abusive families. And your own mother, Lacey Flood, was enabling Hug and Molly to do this. Bunny... sorry, I skipped a step. Hug and Molly apparently has some sort of healing ability and was using that to heal your mother. So Lacey Flood might still be alive. But Bunny showed up. Bunny Flood, whose daughter died and who's basically spent her entire life trying to figure out how to bring her daughter back. Is now killed Hug and Molly, removed organs, presumably to use said organs to save her daughter and bring her back to life. Will that create another monstrosity? And that's the thing with this game, is a lot of the monstrosities in this game are monstrosities because they originate from trauma. Like, the only end goal I see happening with Hug and Molly's organs being thrust upon Bunny Flood's daughter, Sherry, is a monster. A monster risen out of trauma, driven mad by grief. But first off, what the hell is this?
She's huge! How am I gonna handle two creatures at once? Okay, why are you running towards the screen?
Okay, so we've realized this is a gentle creature. He just wants to play. He just wants to play hide and seek. That's cool. Alright, let's take a look at what this pig is doing. Maybe there's some floofs over here that I can find to upgrade my... Nope, it's just an alternate path. You know, I feel as though alternate paths are interesting, but they become confusing when you're playing a game that is about exploration. And if then you're like, okay, do I go down both paths to try to see which path leads to the secret stuff? Maybe this one did, and the other one didn't. The other one didn't. There we go. Never mind. When it comes to choosing an alternate path, we can go around these exploding mushrooms. Those exploding mushrooms don't got nothing on me. The hunters tried to burn Hope's Crossing to the ground. With the fire roaring bright, the little swamp boy grew as big as a house and fled into the swamp. Searched high and low for him after helping the others board an old friend's boat. Found him far from the ashes of our home. When I sought help from the weave to heal him, he cried out in anguish and ran from me again. Wails a pain I won't soon forget, shook me to my core.
Another Mahalia message. I'm on the right track.
So she tried to help Swamp Boy, but it did not stick. Which is why Swamp Boy is still Swamp Boy. Ah, Crouton. Crouton has things to do. Crouton has a dangerous path ahead of him. Ah, son of a... All right. Once again, I probably would like to mention how it's strange how, like, my health bar isn't full, but I have taken no damage this chapter. The chapter heals you to what was full life before upgrades. Oh.
There's something over there you want me to see?
Thanks, buddy.
Stigma. That boat's covered in it.
Hmm. Who would have expected in this action-adventure game there would be action? And that's one of... Oh, is this a gator or crocodile? I honestly never know the difference.
Cleared away.
Like, it's one of those things that I've learned. Like, there's a difference in regards to the snout. But I feel like it's one of those things that needs to be retaught to me several times over for it to stick. Because it's like one of those facts that you're like, oh, that's a neat fact, and then you store it in your brain, and then it just kind of falls out because you never really need it as somebody who's not that interested in crocodiles or alligators. So then you learn it again, and you store it in your brain, but you never really need it after that point, and then you forget. There are countless things in life that I have learned and forgotten. Who knows what I will learn and what I will forget tomorrow. Oh, this is combat.
Just a shipwreck would be full of sorrow.
A little bit of a small arena. Which I would imagine also limits the kind of enemies that I would really be expected to fight in this space. Oh. Oh, that guy got... Ah, I did not unravel him at the time. Ah. No, you jerk, you will not explode next to me. Aha. Unravel you, gain a little bit of health back. See, this... Oh, why are you... You're unraveled right next to the heel. Right next to the heel. Very rude. And, like, and that's the problem when you have the same button for multiple activities, is there's going to be a point in time in which both of those activities are going to line up with each other, and you're stuck being forced to essentially do the action you don't want to do because it's the same button for both things. Like, that's one of the things that makes Streets of Rage 4 smart, is that it assigned a different...
Go hide again. It's not safe yet. I always find you, don't I?
Look, you found him like 3 times. But yeah, in Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3, the attack button is also the pickup button. So you'll be fighting enemies, an enemy drops a weapon, and then you'll try to fight enemies. And then you find yourself in a cycle of picking up items, especially if they're like items that have fallen right next to each other, or like if you want to fight an enemy, you pick up an item instead, get punched, drop the item, pick up the item again, get punched, drop the item.
There were kids on this boat? Nothing about this place screams family friendly.
Nope. Oh yeah, how many I've still got a little ways to go before I can access... I want to get the Purifying Rend. No. Yes. Yes? No. Eh. Yeah, maybe. I'm not really that excited about a lot of these other upgrades. Like these last few upgrades.
This was one of those old-timey pleasure boats I wouldn't have been allowed on. Unless it was to scrub toilets.
That would be racism for you. Or poverty. Or both. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Alright. Crouton, it is up to you to save the day. Oh, it's right over there.
You're a lifesaver.
Seek Mahalia. She will get you and your boy safe passage.
Bet Mahalia's bonfire could be saved.
Mahalia.
Would have been a beacon of hope to a lot of people.
Although, here's another thing. Poverty or not, this pleasure ship found its way into the middle of a swamp and it never left. Whatever happened to it, it is now part of the swamp.
Oh, I remember now. This boat disappeared over a century ago.
Thank you for your nice, timely discussion about this missing ship.
They were having a good old time while the workers suffered in ways no one likes to think about. Keep those who walk with you and behind you in mind.
Would I want to discover a ghost ship? Have I learned nothing from the movie, the classic American movie, Ghost Ship, about the dangers of discovering ghost vessels? Oh, hello. Oh, that's a platform out of here. What can I spend this on? You know, we might as well save up for Purifying Rend, because that seems like it's going to be the most useful. Though it looks like I'm on chapter 11, I think. We're probably going to upgrade everything before we're done with the game. Very rude. Oh, so rude. Crouton, what are you even doing back there? You're supposed to be assisting me, little stuffed toy. All right. Ah, damn it. Like, I feel like that is going to be my bane for this, like, entire game. Is that dash attack. Like, it just kind of comes out of nowhere. Oh, hello. Nope, other way. See, I just dodged that one by accident. Definitely not on purpose. All right, unravel you. At the very least, I'm not starting off the day getting my butt kicked by taints. Not taints, haints. Haints. These villains are called haints.
This knot's got a story to tell.
Not exactly the best choice for a villain name. Like, if anything of my criticisms of this game I want to establish is that maybe Haint is not the best choice.
Thriving, freed settlement in the swamps nearby. Hope bloomed in her heart. She dreamed of a better future for her son than what waited them upriver. So when Bella Prospero drifted closer to the swampy shore, Iotunde risked everything.
Oh my god. Oh. No, she must have made it to the riverbank. It didn't end like this for her.
I'm guessing she did die, and the baby turned into that giant swamp boy.
That woman in the pattern needs my help too.
I'm starting to see the pattern in the stories. Yes, I'll be here for another 2 hours and 45 minutes. There's just going to be more of this.
Was she trying to get to Hope's Crossing?
Can I make it in time? Yes, I can. Fantastic.
And honey. I think I've got to.
You know what this game kind of reminds me of story-wise? Is Murdered Soul Suspect. Do you remember Murdered Soul Suspect? Like, that was supposed to be like one of the big...
Oh! What the hell? We gotta get out of here.
No. That was supposed to be like one of the big launch titles for the PS4. And it wasn't that great. It wasn't particularly good, but it had some interesting ideas. Like, it wasn't absolutely terrible. You could have done a lot worse. And I feel like there's a lot of similarities to the idea of, like, Hazel helping out these... Is that the mom?
Hey, mind helping me get over there?
And she's looking for her baby, and her baby has become Swamp Boy. Her baby is right there in front of her all along, but she does not know it because he has become Giant Swamp Boy. But yeah, you're going around helping these ghosts. Like, you're trying to solve your own murder, but you're, like, helping all of these spirits you come across. Like, in this case, you're trying to save... save your mom, and then you're just kind of like helping all of these traumatized mythical creatures on your way to that objective. See, this is a group I don't mind. Nope. Ah. Okay, it looks like we've got a long range. Ah! I was just out of range. Fantastic. Ooh, nice. That did just enough damage to allow me to unravel. Oh, hello. Alright, you are going to be possessed by Crouton. Son of a... I didn't even see the third one. Ooh, and now I can unravel 2 of them. Good job, Crouton. Ah, son of a... Was not fast enough. Alright, now we've just got Slug. Very rude of you. Okay, Crouton can take over for a little bit.
She make it all the way
No, most likely she drowned, and that is why she is a
Ayotunde plunged into
water
the unknown
creature.
for the sake of a baby. But upon shore, she was pursued by the crew and stumbled in the darkness. With her heart pounding, she bit back the urge to cry out to him, gritting her teeth raw to seal her sob. If caught, no one will save her baby.
That's her haunting these swamps. Can't imagine her pain.
And that last line, no one will save her baby. I presume that that the baby's been lost in the swamp. And that's why the mermaid is splashing through the swamp so much. She's just trying to find Swamp Baby. But both Swamp Baby and Swamp Mom have been transformed.
There it is. The heart of all this pain.
Okay, Crouton, you may go. You may run free.
To the hole you go.
Crouton loves to go into holes. Oh, son of a... I was not expecting the spikes to be that long-reaching. Frog, don't mind me. Hold on a sec. That is now the second dumb thing I've done today. That could have easily gotten me killed, but that's okay. There's only so many dumb things I could do by the end of today, starting now. I'm just running out of time to do more dumb things today. But I figured it was important to not be in my work shirt for the stream. Ooh, I got an achievement for that, which does not show up here because I turned off notifications. My apologies.
That's where she hid. Rumors and the hope for a better life were all she had.
It's almost like Hazel is kind of a tourist in these people's trauma.
Don't worry, big guy. We're gonna figure this all out together.
Like she sees the events and then she's like, oh look, that's where the terrible thing happened. Right there. And I suppose that's the kind of thing that makes you ask, how does one experience the trauma of others? Like, think about any sort of tourist attraction that trauma becomes. Actually, don't even think about that. Just go watch the movie A Real Pain. It's the movie that Rory Culkin received his Academy Award for, starring him and Jesse Eisenberg, directed by Jesse Eisenberg. It's really good. But like A Real Pain was inspired by Jesse Eisenberg, like browsing the internet, and he was advertised like a Holocaust tour. Like the idea that you would just kind of view the sites, and what does that even mean to the viewer? Let alone the idea that it's just become an ad on the internet. But no, watch the movie. It's gonna do a much better. Ah, son of a. Okay, you can deal. Yeah, watch the movie A Real Pain. It's gonna do a better job discussing that message than I could even. Ooh, see, accidental dodge. I've been doing a good job accidentally dodging the. Ooh, okay, that was a purposeful dodge. Huh. I don't think it weaved that bigger one. Ah. I think I've actually done a pretty good job dodging those dash attacks in this round. Alright, unravel you. But then we're gonna have to dodge real quick. You can be weaved. And now you... Ah. It was going so well. It's just that charge attack takes so long.
Okay, you got my attention.
But overall, I did pretty decently in that fight.
Once the crew vanished, she tore through the night fighting through the thick undergrowth to find her lost baby. Gripped by despair, she hummed a lullaby softly, hoping against hope for her baby's giggles to pierce the icy air. But that swamp, it just kept stretching on and on, till a peculiar lantern flickered into view, right beside his tiny mud-streaked blanket.
Ayatune lost her baby and Mahalia found honey. That's no coincidence. There's another pattern up there. Hope I'm right about this. It's the blanket from the pattern. It's been here all this time.
And not been moved by any of the forest creatures. But I suppose you could say the sense in that is because...
My legs are shorter than yours. Wait up.
Because it's been touched by a creature of myth. Like maybe the forest creatures recognize or sense like the darkness in it, or the emotion that has affected it. Look, I don't even need to deal with these fly traps. Or am I going backwards?
Little help, big guy?
I think I just went backwards. Ah, the game was expecting me to stay at the top of that platform and not just keep going. Yeah, are we back on the boat?
Hey, back, honey.
Yes, the objective has let us know. We are...
Must have had something to do with the crash.
Belle of Prospero, live and in person. Waylon Shakin' James. Shakin' Waylon James. Waylon James Shakin' as Big Brass Bones Orchestra.
Feels gross to be here.
Nightly at 8 p.m. Because you know that labor is basically being exploited to the service of the only people allowed on that boat. good folks know to care for a wounded heart before it has need of a weaver, and great folks can mend what a weaver can't. This is what the false stitcher who sought to steal my gifts couldn't understand. The false stitcher? Is that kind of like Bunny? We weavers don't bend the great grand tapestry to our will. We weave only to mend its tears, but we can't use our gifts to mend our own wounds. We must rely on the kindness of others for that.
False stitcher. There's so much about all this that I don't get yet.
Yeah, we've more or less been thrown into the deep end of the pool without much of a guide. Alright, so the power just decided it wanted to flicker off for no reason. Luckily, everything seemed to have saved. Progress is probably still going to be left off to where we stopped. Ugh. Like, I'd imagine, like, the whole idea of first world problems is, like, oh no, the power flickered off for a moment, so that interrupted your streaming of a video game. Like, that is undoubtedly a first world trouble.
False stitcher. There's so much about all this that I don't get yet.
So yeah, last time before the power went out, I was trying to talk about the idea that she's just kind of been thrown into the deep end of the pool with no answers, only the catfish there to help her out. And she and the catfish more or less parted ways a while back anyway, so it's not exactly like they were on the best speaking terms.
Now, how am I supposed to get this thing running?
I'm sure you'll figure something out. Or get some assistance from Crouton. It's interesting that deeper into the game I'm getting, I'm finding more of these areas which used to be settled with fights now have just alternate exploration. There's more areas where there's just a focus on exploring to find the thing you're supposed to make contact with to get rid of the stigma. Like, instead of necessarily making the action more complicated, or the approach to the action more complicated, it really just added more other things for you to do. And there are certain games that would work, that work well with that.
Okay, bottle's almost full. Just a bit more, and then I figure out this tangle.
Like, if you look at Uncharted 3 versus Uncharted 4, Uncharted 3, big action, constant action. Like, almost near constant action in Uncharted 3. Uncharted 4 is more of a mix of different gameplay elements. It's action, it's exploration, it's puzzles, it's driving, it's story. Like, the action aspect of it, which is even better done than 3, like, now it has a downplayed role in comparison. That wailing, it's got to stop. Between my hardest working deckhands sneaking off to follow that uppity devil woman Mahala, and my prettiest parlor girls jumping overboard to escape that monster's wailing, I'll have no crew left to service my beautiful, beautiful Belle. I poured my life savings into this boat, and I'll die here with blood pouring from my ears before I abandon her to the riverbed. They can't have her. She's mine. No one can sink my best girl, says document found on sunken ship.
I wonder if he was captain enough to go down with his ship in the end.
What's the line from Futurama? Zip. I feel a captain has to go down with his ship. Why, that's very noble. I don't have a good Zip impression, or Ziff. That is why I'm making you the captain. Alright, we gotta fight. Who are we fighting?
Feeding on pain for y'all.
You know, maybe I should also look towards the enemies. Oh. Ah, I heard the sound. The sound of the dash attack. There we go. Okay, I don't need to worry about that dash attack. Ah. Alright, who am I? Oh, hello. You know, you can be my ally. My partner in crime. Unravel you. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, it does do a little bit of weaving.
So close to
I mean, does it really make everything right? Everybody's still dead. Or turned into
There
monsters.
was no baby left to be found. Not anymore. And the wail of grief that echoed through the swamp was so raw and monstrous that the captain ran the boat aground in his panic.
Sometimes I feel like I could tear the world apart too.
I believe it's time we met vis-a-vis Hazelflower.
Why are you chasing me now that I know your name and face?
Soon.
That was a little bit too close for my comfort. That's okay, we made it. And that's what's the most important part. As the classic American movie said, it doesn't matter if it's by an inch or a country mile. Winning is winning. Speaking of which, like, it's been a billion years since the last Fast and the Furious movie came out, and it ended on a cliffhanger. Are we ever going to get the... Oh, son of a... Are we ever going to get the Fast and Furious movie that resolves its cliffhanger? I have no idea where I was supposed to go at that point. Because that does not look like the way that I was supposed to go. Also, there's a button I can just press to find out where I'm supposed to go. I should remember that I have said button. That son of a... Ah. Oh, there's a ramp. but the ramp is just so skewed away from the camera. Yeah, me and Ro have to have a heart-to-heart. Why is he chasing you this entire time? Who is the thing that he works for? And can we stop Bunny? Like, are we going to come to terms in regards to that? Like, do we have a shared enemy in Bunny? All right.
He's headed for the tangle. Shit, she's here too.
Okay, at the very least, I can jump over these hurled objects. Like, I don't have to try that hard in order to dodge them.
There it is. Hang on, Ayatunde.
Ah, there's the boat. Still intact.
Ayatunde never gave up searching for her baby. And the search changed her. She didn't know this was a magical swamp, or that a giant flower had sheltered her baby and kept him safe. The crew in their last moments were stunned to see this monstrous creature smashing the boat in her ring, like an angel of vengeance. She went so deep into her grief she couldn't see the light in the dark. Another peculiar lantern, searching for her, offering hope. Ayatunde never did find her lost baby.
She never stopped looking. All this time, she never gave up.
You may not know me because I've changed.
I was right. You are the baby Ayatunde lost when she escaped. You're just trying to reach your mom, aren't you?
When the river takes, the river gives, and Mama will search as long as she loves.
Hazel.
Will we be able to reconnect Swamp Mom with Swamp Boy? Will there be a boss fight? It's hard to tell.
Hey, wait. It still might be dangerous.
There we go. Okay, I think there might be... Maybe?
Stay put. She might not recognize you. Let me protect you.
Mama will be there in the morning. Mama will be there in the morning.
Mama next. Mahalia! Finally catching up to you.
Wait, so does this mean that they just died? Like, in their reuniting, they have found each other and moved on to whatever life is next, whatever spiritual life comes next for the people in this world. I mean, I suppose that's better than being a monster forever obsessed with finding something that is no longer really there. To the one who walks behind me, learn to sit in peace with your victories and your regrets. These are the measures of life. Here is wisdom to bear them all. Hold true to your convictions, but accept help when offered. Find your own way to sew shut the tears in the grand tapestry. Lastly, when you feel your hooks grow too heavy to bear, leave your sigil behind for your successor to find. You may begin your weaver's journey alone, but alone is not how it ends. Good luck, Weaver.
Is this for me?
Here's the question. Did Mahala know that Hazel specifically was going to be there, or does she just have a knowledge that she needs to leave these pieces of information behind for any sort of successor? Like, she knows a successor will come.
Come on! Does the lantern summon you?
You should be so lucky.
You wouldn't know because they hung a lantern on it.
Oh, no.
For real, who is that?
Shaking Bones. He runs this here operation, ferrying desperate folks to places unknown.
Places unknown, huh?
Does he accept a coin?
He could take me where Blue is holding my mama.
Riding with Shaking Bones to reach Kushman's realm? No way.
At least I found my way out of here.
I tried to warn you before. Kushman's domain ain't no joke. Folks at the end of their rope wind up stuck in a place they can't claw their way out of. Searching for salvation, finding only suffering.
I appreciate you, but I've come this far. I gotta see this through.
Shaky Bones, are you the Chiron of this universe?
You might not come back.
Aw, you gonna miss me, ain't you?
I'm just upset I can't follow. You know how much I love seeing a good story play out?
Cause you're so damn nosy.
You be careful now, you hear?
I'll come back, I promise.
You better. I gotta know how this tale of Hazel ends.
Oh, yeah. We've seen him. We've seen him before. I think we've seen portraits of him before. The tall man playing guitar.
It hurt to even imagine what this woman must have endured. But thankfully, Honey found his way back to her. As I watched Honey's mother holding him close, envy washed over me like a wave. I was yearning to see my mama again, but my powers wouldn't take me back to her. It was gonna take a leap of faith. In a one-way trip to a spot my fish pal wouldn't even consider swimming.
No one is telling, bitter or sweet. Now, what's more compelling? Oh, follow the river.
Chapter 12. The Crossroads.
Find the town on the tapestry.
Thanks for the ride.
Okay, is the boatman still going to be there when she turns around?
Hey, wait!
Yeah.
Which way to Kushma's?
Follow the
figure it out on my own. How do I get to Cushman's from here?
I wonder if I have to follow a river.
You gonna have to stay a while. While you're at the crossroads,
What's that over there?
turn your back
Crossroad.
to erase
Okay. Where to now?
Entry 1. I can see the wagon. I came to the crossroads, found the true path, but now that I'm here, something in my gut is hesitant. I miss her so much, but I don't think she'd want this for me. She said live a full life without her. How can I live fully when she no longer walks the earth? She was my everything. Entry 2. I can still go back, I think. I don't know how long I've been here. I sit and ponder. I sit and dream, such odd dreams. I can hear her calling me, promising things, crying and begging to see me, said she can feel me so close. Don't I love her? Why won't I step through the door?
She's following someone she loved too.
Town of Tapestry? Wainwright? Ocean's River?
Ah, okay. I see.
So do I try to go to Ocean's River? If I go the wrong way, does it lead to secrets? Or does it lead to... Okay. I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Back to where I started? But something seems different. Looks like I'm on the right path.
Go this way?
I don't think this is it.
Am I trying to go to the town of Tapestry? Or Prospero? Or Alta Nueva? What is the place I'm trying to get to? Reach the town of Tapestry. Okay, we got it.
This is new.
Is it? Oh, there's a cart. Entry 1. I've started to hear her even when I'm awake. June, she says. June, June, June. I can hear her wailing and crying for me beyond the grave. I know that's not possible, but something in her voice rasps like dried leaves in wind. Entry 2. I miss her so much. Entry 3. I'm going. Who am I to question a miracle, a chance, to right a wrong, to correct a misstep? I just want to hold her again, hear her voice in my ear. I've sat and pondered enough, dreamed enough for 2 lifetimes. I will see her again. This reads like somebody who lost their daughter.
I'm not.
Is this Bunny's journal?
Rue the magician. Well, going on in.
Master Magician Rue performing Sign of the Times.
Bigger on the inside. Hello? Anyone here?
Pink Eye? Not a great name for a soda. Pretty crappy name, if I say so myself. Agatha Lionette fell asleep while smoking a cigar, burned her house down with her family inside, escaped the fire because the gramophone started skipping and woke her.
God, that's awful. The survivor's guilt.
Trespassers will be barbecued. Paul Tiller poisoned his great aunt hoping for her inheritance, but her money was long gone. She merely enjoyed spending time with her only nephew.
Greedy bastard.
Trudy Moreau failed to catch her toddler daughter before she pedaled into the street. Can no longer abide the sound of a ringing bell.
No.
I'm noticing a theme with these artifacts. Like he collects trauma.
Where's that coming from?
I can sense an all-consuming despair, near like a fire roving across dried plains. I can taste it, bitter and dank, unfulfilling. I've seen their regret-filled dreams walk to their halls of painful memories. They will come to seek the grand tapestry soon, of that I'm sure.
So, he can sense pain?
I mean, that's pretty fitting for this game, somebody who can sense trauma. Ian Gehrig, afflicted with a bottomless hunger, dreams of unfettered access to the refrigerator his parents keep locked most hours of the day.
Poor kid. That's my stuff. What's all of this doing here?
Yeah. Has he been collecting my stuff because of their attachment to sorrow, to pain?
Hello?
Hello, Hazel.
Mama? Are you okay?
Oh, she's fine and fully healed.
How does my cell phone still have battery?
Where is she? And you best not have.
Believe it or not, Hazel Flood, I got your best interest in mind. Meet me at Kushma's Cabaret. I got a proposition that's right up your alley.
Kushma's Cabaret?
Now, hold on now. You're gonna have to conjure up something different than what you wearing. That ain't you.
How did you... Listen, I have more important...
I don't make the rules. If you ready, your claim is yours.
Ooh, another outfit.
Hello?
Because that previous outfit was given to her by Bunny.
It's mine.
So what outfit is going to be...
Yeah? Not too shabby if I do say so myself. Okay.
I agree completely. Like, Bunny's outfit was all lace and buttons, and you can tell it wasn't necessarily for, or necessarily comfortable for Hazel, because she left the top button unbuttoned. She's a runner. She wants to be able to move. Fantastic. I've never really understood the whole ripped jeans thing. But no, she looks great.
Whoa. This is wild. Holy shit. This is unreal. All these strands?
Okay, this is pretty cool. We've definitely gone deeper into the mythological elements of the storyline. We have entered Wonderland. And I suppose that's the thing. Like, we've always kind of been presented the idea that there's this, like, this mythological world is seamlessly existing in the real world. But now we have this alternate world. Kushma's Cabaret. Don't miss our dreamy dancers.
Kinda creepy.
Kind of, but still really cool. Oh, but of course, the stigma is here too. What does that even mean if the stigma is affecting
This
Kushma's
is where
realm?
Hanks come from?
All right, we'll get rid of that one. Ah, damn it. I accidentally deflected the shot fired by Crouton. All right. And then we could unravel you, weave you up. Very rude. Kushma's Cabaret. Don't be late. The show always starts on time. Let's not proceed too quickly because apparently there are secrets to be had. I can't remember my name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but it gets stuck. My face a shadow. I think I had brown eyes, or maybe blue, green. I think I was once loved. I remember loving, love lost. The stars here, they don't move. They do. Do they remember how to shine? Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
Does being here make you forget everything? Even yourself? Mama!
It feels like there are multiple bands playing simultaneously.
Is this the way to the cabaret?
Like there's music coming from every direction, and that music doesn't necessarily, or isn't necessarily meant to be cohesive. Joe Goodfellow, 74, Mud Correctional Center, Kentucky, yearns for the lover who never visits. 50-odd years since I killed your snake husband dead, my darling. Only 10 more till we can be together. You'll keep waiting for me, won't you? Deluded old man, she never loved you and you will never see her again. You took a life for nothing. R.
You killed someone, so why are you here? He looks like he's bleeding.
I miss the sunrise and hearing people sneeze. I miss the sound of harmony in choirs. I miss my sister. I think I had a sister, her warm hugs in scary movies. I missed the phone call that took her. I miss my sister.
This place robbed you of even the little things.
He's hollow inside. My words bounce off his cold, empty skin like an echo. He smiles and his teeth tremble and shake. He blinks and I can see the emptiness behind those beautiful eyes. His hands feel stiff when I hold it. I can stomach these things. At least here he loves me still.
Another one chasing the impossible. Guess I'm not so different.
I guess we're not so different, you and I, is one of my least favorite cliches. Especially when it's delivered exactly like this. Like that. Like, if a character says to another character, we're not so different, you and I. Oh, hello. I can still hear them laughing at me. Let's all laugh at the Billy. Billy, just spit it out. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Billy, even here.
Even here? Did Rue promise you something?
Okay, I have to remember I can't do the weaving while in air. I kind of have to pause and weave. Ooh, this is going to require a little bit of running. Just a little bit, not too much. Isn't it a little ironic that this character who's kind of introduced as a runner doesn't really have that fast of a sprint? And my health has gone up. Fantastic.
Man, I thought the streets of Prospero were bad.
Yeah, but I'm sure this is by design.
Hello? Can you hear me? Might as well be invisible.
Ah, neat.
Spooky.
I want to go home. I miss the sun. I want to go home. I miss the sun. I want to go home. I want to go home. I miss the sun. I want to go home, please. Please, please. I want to go home, please. The sun.
That's... God. Coming here seems like trading one sorrow for another. She's praying so hard.
I don't think any amount of prayer is going to save her from that. Alright, who are we fighting here? I kind of like this kind of fight music for this game. Like, instead of traditional action music, it should have had just more jazz in general. Ah, son of a... Jazz or... Would this be jazz or blues? I think this would be blues. Ah, pff. I dodged one attack just to land directly into the arms of another. Excellent. Okay, who's you're gonna possess that one. And then I can go after the Overseer. We'll worry about the slug in just a second. Excellent.
Am I supposed to take a bow?
Oh, an upgrade is available. Oh yeah, I can upgrade either of these. Okay, but at the very least, we managed to upgrade our health a second time. Which was my main goal. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to upgrade my health a third time. But we are...
I'm trying to get to Kushma's. Alright then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these spirits are kind of stuck in their more or less eternal torment. Wandering souls who have been trapped here for eternity by Ro. Is that our goal, that clock tower? Maybe. Tempest Hamlin, 42. St. Abigail's Convent, Kansas, wants to be listened to and adored. I dedicate this, my 5th award of the night, to my horrible, unsupportive parents, and to everyone else who refused to believe I would one day become the world-famous actress that I am. She had such hopes and dreams of beating the odds, but then again, don't they all?
He's doing something with folks' emotions. She keeps bowing to no one.
Because she never was celebrated. Don't miss our dreamy dancers.
There's the cabaret. But the easy way is blocked off. Looks like the tower would get me there, though. Gonna have to climb it first.
Alas, once the easy way is cut off, the only way left is hard. Nightmares run deeper than your stride. All right. See, this is like one of the early questions that I asked. Is there such a game that has this kind of feature for wall running, where you can actually move up and down while doing the wall run?
Feels like I'm being messed with.
Maybe you are. I mean, most likely you are. Oh my, okay. I didn't realize we were getting that many new additions. Ah. Okay, hold on. I think I need to do one thing to hopefully fix things. Yeah, let's try increasing the sensitivity on the analog stick. It's a little late in the game to really worry about it, but... But I think that might have been one of the things that has been holding me back. I was playing another game that caused me to consider... What game was I playing that caused me to consider changing the... Either way, there was a recent game I've been playing that caused me to consider changing up the sensitivity, because the sensitivity of the x-axis was really slow. Actually, I might even be able to up the sensitivity even further. Let's do that. Let's go maximum. What is camera smoothing? Okay, now this is good. I think. We'll stick around with it for a little while. And then maybe I can turn the smoothing up. If it does what I think it does. Maybe it's doing things. I don't know, maybe like if you adjust the controls and there's the things you're going to know when you start playing the game, and then there's the things that you are going to know once you've played the game for a while. Let's turn motion blur off. Is it off? Did we fail? Yes, we did. I actually kind of like it more with that on. All right. Let's see if there's anything specific. Like, this tower seems like it's its own thing. And yes, it's going to be its own thing.
Gotta climb up this thing.
That's what I called it. Just a thing that needs to be climbed.
Just gotta keep going up.
That. Because you're never too late in the game for a clock tower puzzle. The gears grind, the hands spin, time starts and starts again. I dream, I fret, he tastes my regret, and it starts and starts again.
Taste regret. He's feeding on them?
Yeah, that seems like the expectation. It kind of reminds me of a villain in the Dark Tower series from Stephen King. who, like in one of the later Dark Tower books, there's a villain who shows up who's a stand-up comedian who tells jokes. But the comedian feeds on the laughter of their victims, like draining their life through their laughter. Much as like Ro is probably feeding off of their trauma. Or is Ro feeding off of their trauma, or is the king character doing that? Because one of the things that we've kind of established before is that Ro is a kind of Silver Surfer avatar for this Eater of Dreams. Oh. I just need to be slightly closer. I try it once, I try it twice. Seems my best will never suffice. I beg, I plead, I never succeed. My best has never sufficed. I don't know. I don't really like the repetition of the word suffice. Like, because it's trying to, it doesn't rhyme from the like, I tried once, I tried twice, seems my best will never suffice. I beg, I plead, I never succeed. My soul will never be freed. Like, I feel like the rhyme should follow the last word. Okay, so how about this? Let's try it out. Let's also switch I beg, I plead so that there isn't a rhyming scheme in those two words, because there isn't a rhyming scheme in the first two. I tried once, I tried twice. Seems my best will never suffice. I plead, I beg, I never succeed. My soul will never be freed. Think about whether you like that or not. For now, let's take a quick break. I'm going to be right back. Grab a water, grab a snack. See you in just less than a minute. I swear. All right. I have returned. Bottle of water in hand. Glass of water in hand. Let us proceed. Hopefully find Ro and Kushma. And get out of this clock tower. This seems like another obstacle in a series of obstacles.
Getting closer.
But we definitely are getting these floofs. No, grab on. Thank you. I was gonna say, does the weaved cog? Grab on. Thank you. Thank you. You know, if there was more to it than just waiting, like, that would make that a little bit more interesting. But you're largely just waiting. Oh, by the way, pallets. How are they, even in this dream world, how are they even going to get a pallet jack up here? Huh. Convenient that this is also controlled by the same woven gear. But also, like, if there's no complexity beyond just jump on gear and wait for it to spin you right round like a record, baby. Right round, round, round. Like, is it an obstacle that needs to happen multiple times? I'm kind of reminded about, there's a game that I've never played and I don't exactly have any interest in playing, and that is Trespasser. I remember reading a review of Trespasser back in the day, and one of the things it talked about was how in Trespasser it would give you a puzzle. Like, you have a switch on the other side of the river, you can find a rock, you can throw the rock at the switch, and it'll raise a bridge. And then it'll make you do the exact same puzzle 3 more times.
Jeez, this is a workout. Almost up top.
Like, if there's no variation to the puzzle, like, I would rather have a shorter game, less content than the same content that isn't consistent with the main gameplay, repeated over and over again. Like, there's the whole argument that video games tend to create that that loop of fun, that 30 seconds of fun. That's kind of like where Halo was born from. But as games have kind of progressed and have become more complicated, there's the main gameplay loop, and then there are the smaller touches that add complexity to it. That way, the loop doesn't necessarily seem the same in every scenario. Like, Halo has that gameplay loop, but the loop itself doesn't necessarily mirror itself in every single stage.
I'm headed up to here
All right.
with y'all.
I've had it up to here with these shadow haints in this clock tower of doom. I'm sick and tired of these monkey fighting haints in this Monday to Friday clock tower. There we go, that's better. Bonus points if you get the reference. No, I will get you. Ooh. And then as I keep... There we go. It creates kind of like a chain reaction from haint to haint. Oh, hold on, we've got an overseer. Who are we gonna control? Ah, we can't control you because you have the shield. Okay, control you. Get rid of the overseer. Oh, you jerk. He had a third attack. Okay, at the very least, when you use attacks on enemies while they're invulnerable to them, like the area attack, it doesn't reset its cooldown, but like the more specific targeted attacks do, which is convenient. I like how the song just comes to an end, like right at the end of the fight. See, that's the good stuff. And I don't think the rest of the game quite had that. Maybe I just like Kushma's realm more.
Come on to the slickest and only show in town.
I mean, if it's the only show, it's also a terrible show.
About to start. Please take your seat.
Come to the cabaret, my friend. Stay for the cabaret.
Mama?
It's time for Kushma's Cabaret.
You again.
Come to the stage, my dear. See, once I too was just like you. I'd rule things I didn't do. I'd chew on every little wrong. Guilt from crimes was too strong. At night I'd lie awake in bed and ponder what I should have said. Regret would dog me all life long. All I did just felt so wrong until Kushma came along. Dreammaker, kingmaker, lord of bargain chance. Spin the wheel and make a wish. There's no payment in advance. Kushma master, power faster. No one comes close to him. All are welcome to stay forever. Time to sink or swim. So, what's on offer with this proffer? Choose an ending, you're the author. Over stakes become successes. Your choices, he obsesses until Kushma came along. Take this and go find your mama. I'll just ask you for a favor later.
Do you really want to row?
So, this will take me to her?
She's waiting for you.
I still don't get why the songs don't have subtitles.
This better work.
Like, I wonder if there's a bug in my version.
I felt lost in the thickest fog I've ever seen. And the pressure to get to Kushma's Cabaret to find my mom was suffocating. Like the weight of the world bearing down on my shoulders. When I stepped into the cabaret, Rue greeted me. And I felt myself getting caught up in the moment. Here, time seemed to dance to Rue's tune, flowing both forward and backward. After agreeing to his terms, I crossed the threshold and found myself right back where I started. They say you can't mend the past. Well, I was about to put that to the test.
Also, like, I don't know what the writing is in these separations. Chapter 13, past isn't past.
The hurricane!
Like,
There's still time.
I feel like those sections should have had the text that's being narrated by Hazel.
Mama, we gotta go. Ma, you there? She's not home yet. There's still time. I should pack my stuff right away. All my stuff's packed. I should get some of Mama's stuff for her.
Sourceman College? Are you really going to need your school book wherever you're going? You're not going to question what Hazel's wearing?
Been gone for a few hours. You feeling okay?
Yeah. Now that you're safe. What? Mama? We gotta go.
Well, I gotta pack my things. Why don't you check on Bo and Mrs. Pearl while I finish up?
We ain't got time to waste, Ma.
Waste
Is this
time?
real?
That's not what I meant.
Please, just go check on Bo and Mrs. Pearl. They might need help.
Fine, but we gotta go ASAP. I packed my bags and yours already.
Well, look at you. Following instructions and a little extra.
Ma, be quick. And don't leave your car. We'll clear the road and get the hell out of here. Bo and Miss Pearl will be alright.
This is true, we know. And we now have the ability to clear the road.
Alright, that's all cleared. Just grab
I
Mom
mean,
and get out of here.
there's also still...
Something's off here. I've seen this fog before.
Yeah, I find
Mama,
myself
let's go.
questioning...
I'm getting the car ready. Come on, we gotta get out of here.
I feel like Roe has kind of trapped us inside a prison of sorts.
No, Mama! Mama! I'm sorry. I wasn't fast enough. I tried. Wait, this is not real. She's not here.
Yeah, I was gonna say. This is not real life. This is fantasy.
You know, you something else. Few willingly enter my town, but no one ever breaks through my illusion.
You tricked me.
I like you, Hazel Flood. You got vim and vigor.
What is
A
vim?
certain Je ne sais quoi. Unfortunately, you will never be fast enough to defeat him.
I'm
Who's
fast enough
him?
to beat your fog to the bottle tree.
Oh, that fog just Kushma's hunger.
So, those stories about you finding dreamers for Kushma, those are real?
This town don't run on empty illusions. Kushma needs powerful nightmares in order to sustain its magic. And I find the most potent ones.
Why did you bring me here?
I've been hunting a creature killer. A dreamer powerful enough to tame Kushma's hunger. But I can't do it alone. You showed potential, so I brought you here.
And why should I trust a word you say? You promised I would see my ma again.
No, she's here as promised. She's been reaching out. Ever since Mala used her magic to seal her wounds, but
So that was her?
she's in this realm somewhere. Trapped in a loop of despair. A nightmare.
I need to find her.
Wait, listen to me. Kushma's hunger is grown, and even you have limits, Hazel Flood.
I can handle him.
You managed to break through my illusion, and that's an impressive feat, but make no mistake, no one defeats Kushma.
I'm not leaving without her. I will fight for her. I I will stop when I'm dead. She would.
It's too late. He already found you. Find your mama and wake her up. It's your only chance.
Say less.
So is Kushma the
None of that will stop.
source of the stigma? All right, unravel this haint. Oh, are you the only one left? Aha! Fantastic. Excellent. I almost feel like, what's the main character of... Damn it, I forgot the name of that. There's a very specific video game I'm thinking of, made by Swery65? Swery... Deadly Premonition. What's the name of the main character of Deadly Premonition? Like, you'd be shooting bad guys, and he'd be like, great, fantastic, nice shot. I feel like I'm pulling a little bit of... that when I'm complimenting myself. But yeah, is Kushma the actual source of stigma? In general. But then I guess stigma is like a source of all trauma. Like all trauma can create stigma. Is he just one of them? Ooh. Floof. Mmm. Not many floofs, I suppose. All this power, and it's still not enough.
I am good enough.
I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. Actually, I don't even know about the last part. Or the middle part. Or the first part, really.
Are you, Ma? Gotta be nearby.
Oh, is that Kuzma?
Kidding me?
Kuzma's coming. I'm not a big fan of the chase music. There's something like... Town of Tapestry. A place to live for the low cost of your hopes and dreams. What a deal.
Where is she?
Alright, let's pay a little bit more attention to the spikes and the curvature of the flight.
I can dip into here. God, can't follow me here. Gotta get to that door.
I mean, why can't he follow me here? That's a bold claim. Don't you miss us?
Mom. Dad. I'm not losing the both of you. Another stage. Who did you make suffer here? You won't do that to me.
One in the hand is worth two in the bush. That is an odd... That is an odd
You're trying to
picture.
get under my skin. Well, it won't work.
Although I do like the setting of these like kind of staged dramas.
That's so many doors. So many people. Freaking
And just like Galactus in the classic American film Fantastic Four, Kushma is a giant dark cloud. I mean, if something works, why fix it? Oh.
not gonna stop.
Yeah, thank you for the reminder. I probably should scratch at my face later. Ah, thank you. There we go. Still on our way. Away from Kushma. No. See, I'm holding forward when I'm jumping towards the thing, and then I get caught up in the wind tunnel, and it causes me to
Another door.
pull up.
Another set to torment someone in.
Wrongful death insect spray when guilt demands blood. That is...
I know I was wrong. I messed up. I'm sorry.
That is frightening. She's waiting for her little girl. You're her torment and her only hope of escape. Her heart has broken hundreds of times, waiting for you to find her.
Don't fucking tease me, asshole. She loves me, and I'm gonna find her.
Every tapestry funeral services, everything she did for you.
You fucking bastard! Exit's over there.
A little out of reach, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Brand spanking new rose track shoes when you need to be a step ahead of the flood. That is a dark portrait.
No. I will save her. Go, Crouton!
I like how, like, even as we're being shown these terrible portraits, like, Hazel's still like, woo, fantastic. Go, Crouton, you can do it. Like, I can only think of one game where your character changes their animations and their vocal lines as their mental health deteriorates, and that is Spec Ops: The Line. Yeah, because in Spec Ops: The Line, your character is just slowly going insane over the course of the game. And, like, at the beginning of the game, he's this super bravado military man. And he's, like, reloading, bad guy over there, that sort of thing. But as the game progresses, he becomes more exhausted, tired. His mental faculties are slowly becoming impaired, whether he's aware of that or not. And then what starts off as like reloading becomes like more exhausted, exasperated, more reflective of his emotional state.
There we go.
That's fun. That's a nice fun.
Mama's okay.
Like the door just lowering down and then becoming an opening. It kind of reminds me of something you might see in a Remedy game.
I can do this all day.
But if there's no sunlight, how are you to know if you're still able to do it?
So, how long are you gonna chase me?
As long as it takes.
Let's go.
No, no. Away from the spiky bits. Are we going to have to fight Kushma?
This won't stop me.
No, no, no. Away from spiky
What
bits.
is wrong with you?
I mean, it's a magical creature who's kind of existing off of hunger.
That looks like our living room. Ma! There she is. Mama! You alright? Ma! Can you hear me?
Oh, is this her loop?
Oh no. Oh God. Hazel. Hazel, please, it isn't safe.
Ma! I'm right here.
Hazel, you cannot make that jump. Hazel!
Mama?
Baby. My baby.
I'm okay, Ma. I'm okay. Ma? I love you, Ma. This ends now.
All right.
You can't keep her here forever.
So how are we going to fight Kushma, the king of nightmares?
Mama! Damn it! Wake up! I need you to be okay.
Okay, let's get rid of you. Ah, okay, so that's how we're gonna defeat Kushma, by beating up regular bad guys. Yeah. Not exactly the most interesting boss fight, but at least we know what our expectations are. Oh, you jerk. Alright, let's unravel you. Nope. Oh, I forgot what the dodge button was for some reason. All right. Oh, well done. Ah, damn it. There's so much going on the screen. There we go. Unravel. Thank you. Son of a bitch. That also healed. What was I saying about? Like, I didn't want to use the heal. Ah. But yeah, what was I saying about having the same button for multiple
I'm here.
activities?
Ma, it's me.
You're alive.
I'm here. None of that was real. I'll be okay. I'm okay.
I thought you would. Where are we?
This is Kushma's realm.
You look different. That's impossible.
As impossible as you asking Huggin' Molly to help find kids in need?
How did you know?
I'll explain later. Right now, I need your help. I can't do this alone. I need you to trust me.
What do you need me to do?
Whatever you do, hold on to this bottle.
I got your back, bud.
Keep that bottle steady. I got the rest.
God, watch over her.
Like, what is she accomplishing doing that? Okay. You can capture that one. Ah, it was unfortunately invulnerable by the time the projectile hit. Unravel you, get a little bit of health back. Alright. Alright, we've got a bit of a crowd on our hands on opening night. Okay. Unravel. Fantastic. Actually, yeah. You can join me in jolly cooperation. I thought I was just outside. Stop running. Excellent. Am I able to capitalize on this? Maybe. Kind of, sort of. Alright, phase 2 is done.
Hazel, look out!
Yeah. I didn't even know if there was... Okay. I can't get to the safe spot. Ah, I hate this. This is my least favorite. Oh. Okay, at least I can jump.
Hold tight, Mama.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
instructions fairly unclear. I'm surviving. Okay, you can take care of... Alright, get a little bit of health back, one enemy at a time. Now, there's also a way to get health back by using abilities at specific times, but I've never been particularly good at that. Ah. Alright, who is Crouton taking over next? Might as well be you. Ah. Okay, no need to worry about unraveling the guy that Crouton took out, because I will not be fast enough. Oh, hello. Ah, son of a... That's fine. Actually, hold on. Alright, so maybe we can do a little bit of minute health gathering by exploiting the aerial attack, which is not tied down to a cooldown. Wise decisions.
Lord, protect my baby.
All right, remember that we can jump to avoid the stage, the attack that fills the whole stage.
I got this far just to stop now?
Yes. Somehow, the answer was yes to that question. We're just going to stop right here. Oh, son of a... Oh my gosh. There's no checkpoint right after the... Ah. Come on. At least my health is full. I hope I'm in the right phase of the fight. Like, that would be even more inconvenient. Like, you die because of platforming issues, and then suddenly you're really sent far back. Okay, no. I think we're just a little bit behind. Alright, more regular Joes. That was not who I was aiming for, but we'll just have to accept it. And I suppose at least we have full health. You know, the Overseer chose to shield the wrong paint. Okay, there's a lot going on. All right, get rid of you. Get rid of you. Yeah, sure. I don't know if I chose the right giant monster to deal with. Ah. Damn it. Nope. Stop running away. Okay, we're not going to worry about unraveling him. Or we are? Ah. Okay, here, you get to be controlled. Excellent. Ah, damn it. Okay, we made it. Very helpful that I actually died and got said. Said health back. I mean, running like that, definitely not.
Okay, don't look like baby, go! Stick! Finish it!
But I suppose Hazel is the runner in the family.
Again? Where is she?
Oh, don't worry. She's back in Prospero. Safe. I'll send you back there.
Well, don't let me keep you. Send me off.
Oh, I keep my promises. Now it's time for you to keep yours. Remember on stage at Kushma's Cabaret, a favor for a key?
Yeah, but then you try to trap me in an
Well,
illusion.
it's time for you to pay up. I need you to give this hairbrush to your grandmother.
Get in line. I have my own reckoning to do with her.
Well, then do us both a favor.
And why can't you do it yourself? I'd imagine Kushma's
Why a
right-hand man
hairbrush?
can give a hairbrush to an old woman.
That old woman is what we call a false stitcher. Now, unlike you, she wasn't chosen to be a weaver. Instead, she uses a dark magic, killing creatures and tearing through the grand tapestry, leaving a trail of corruption behind.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
All I'm asking is that you give her the brush.
What does it do?
It's a one-way trip to Kushma.
Kushma again? I thought he was dealt with.
You can't defeat the king of dreams and nightmares. You contained his hunger for now, but he ain't gonna stay put for too long.
All right, fine. Get me out of here, and I'll give Bunny the brush. But that's it. After that, you and I are done.
I knew I liked you, Hazel Flood. See you on the other side.
So how do I convince Bunny to just take the brush?
Losing my mother again felt soul crushing. I felt drained. Like I had no will left. And worse, I realized this was exactly how Kushma, the king of nightmares, thrived. But I managed to break free from that illusion. I knew I'd lose myself if I didn't break that never-ending cycle. Battling Kushma with Mama's help made me realize that together, We could handle whatever came our way. It filled me with more pride than any gold medal I've ever won. But that's not where this story ends. There was a loose end back in Prospero that needed tying up. It was time to swing by bunnies again.
I think I'm actually at the end of the game. Am I? For some reason, I thought the game was like 17 chapters. But I'm pretty sure the last chapter is titled, oh, by the way, Chapter 14, Midnight.
Ma? Mama?
Hazel!
Mama! I thought you were gone.
Oh, shh. You ran. You ran and ran until you found me. Oh, my brave, brave girl.
I didn't mean what I said when we argued. I'm sorry.
We have loads to talk about. Come on, we can go home. Or to Jolene's. I'll go find us a ride.
I'll meet you later. I have one more thing to do.
What are you up to?
I have to go to the Flood Mansion.
Have you lost your mind?
I know you can't understand, but I need you to trust me one more time.
I can't let you go back into the mouth of danger.
Please, Ma. There's so much bad coming from there. You can't see what I see. Just like I couldn't see what you were going through. I have to fix this on my own. Make it right.
Come back to me, Hazel. Promise me.
I promise.
I love you, my little bug.
I love you too.
Now here's a next follow-up question. Are we actually going to fight Bunny? Or is it just going to be a
Wish
cutscene?
me luck. I'm not out here in a few minutes. Call the authorities.
Now my theory was that that Bunny was going to try to bring her daughter
I
back
don't
to
know
life
what to say to her.
and create a horrible monstrosity in the process. We might have to fight the monstrosity.
All of this stigma was coming from her the whole time. If we can come to an understanding, maybe all of this will clear up.
I don't know if Bunny is going to be willing to understand. I feel like Bunny is the kind of character who, like, you know, those characters who, like, redeem themselves and then immediately die? I'm looking at you, Darth Vader. Which is always very convenient for all of those characters because they don't have to deal with the consequences of their actions. They post-redemption.
Lily, are you back? How did you? Oh, you're more powerful than I thought.
Is that Molly's heart?
Why didn't it work? It should have brought Sherry back.
You can't bring back the dead.
You did something, didn't you? That's why the magic failed.
I heard your baby's spirit crying. In a tree. She was in pain. I did everything I could to help her.
In pain? Or just in your way? You have no idea what loss feels like. When Cherie drowned, I was so raw it hurt to breathe. I'd see cars with those baby on board signs and just want to ram them. This town's full of people who don't deserve their kids, who beat them right in the middle of a store. Why are their children still alive and not my Cherie?
What about your son?
Imagine what it's like to lose a child. But the things you've done ain't right.
Everything I've done was for Cherie. You had no right to tamper with her spirit.
You had no right. You've hurt everyone around you. You murdered Molly.
I don't want to hear this.
You need to change to make up for what you've done.
I can't.
Just look at the stigma around you.
I don't even
Can't
know
you
what to
see
live
how
for
low you've
anymore.
gotten?
There is a way you can see Cherie again.
I don't believe in heaven if you came here to kill me.
No. But there is a town for folks who can't move on. Or won't. You can't do any more harm there. But
Is this
something
really just
feel
going to be a
about it.
cutscene?
I've seen what happens to folks who can't let go of the past. Your choice.
Cherie's baby brush. She was so tender-headed, I'd get cross with her. Now I'd give anything to brush her hair again.
And you can, my darling.
I know who you are. It won't really be her.
You'll never be able to tell the difference, I promise.
I won't.
Not if you don't want to.
You're very kind.
There's a fine line between mercy and justice, ain't that right, Hazel Flood? You chose a hard road for yourself.
I know.
But that's the thing. If we are not a civilization of redemption, then we are nothing but a cycle of punishment and suffering. Also, that was a load-bearing woman. Or maybe the stigma had kind of filled in the cracks and had simply become part of the house. Also, I'm not saying I'm surprised that there is no final fight against Bunny, but I'm still a little disappointed that there's no, like... But, like, it's still pretty fitting, I suppose, considering the nature of the game is all about empathy. Empathy for monsters.
I got time.
Empathy for people who've made mistakes.
My flame is so low, like a fading ember. But I hear you, Mama, and I remember.
So that was South of Midnight. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I still kind of stand by a previous statement. Like, I compared it closer to Alice Madness Returns, and in a lot of fashion, the design of the game is very much in line with a like a Xbox 360 game. Well, let's skip this song. I mean, it seems nice, but it's very much like you're always kind of...
And that's how a new weaver came to be in Prospero.
Well, not bad at all, Hazel Flood.
Ah, Catfish got the end of the story.
I gotta get going. Instead, I meet Ma and Laurent for dinner.
Ah, and she made up with Laurent. All right. Like, its design kind of feels very reminiscent of Xbox 360 games. Like, especially like Alice Madness Returns, where you're always kind of like going from like arena fight to exploration. You explore, you find pieces of story, you go to next arena fight. Although I feel like Alice Madness Returns is more bloated by its fight scenes. Like, this game is more emaciated by its fight scenes. There's only there's not that much action in the game, so when you're actually encountering it, it almost feels more repetitive in its setup, because you're always kind of going from fight arena, story, fight arena, story, fight arena, story, fight arena, bottle tree. Like, the rhythm of the game is very repetitive throughout. The story is pretty good. The story is interesting. The characters are interesting. The world that you explore, based on various world myths of the South, the United States South, is very engaging. And I wonder what they could have done to really kind of add a little bit more variety. I would imagine part of it would be to just have you fight enemies in between arenas, like in Doom 2016. Like, Doom 2016 has been criticized for having a lot of arena fights, but there's also a level in between where you fight bad guys too. And like, the bad guys never really show up in these sections in between. Like, this game is very designed against having enemies just kind of show up in between fights. Like, you never see an enemy in between arenas. And I think that's what kind of makes a lot of these fights very repetitive. And it also makes it kind of a little disappointing that the final boss is essentially a culmination of arena fights. Like, the final boss has no unique thing attached to it, I suppose, except for when it's like throwing... But even that is kind of like, you can see it in previous fights. It's basically just bigger and bigger regular fights. But I suppose it is still true to the game that it ends with a story beat. It doesn't end with an action beat. And I feel like that is something narrative games need to understand. Is if you're making a narrative-focused game, you don't necessarily need the ending of the game to have those gameplay aspects that you might expect from a lot of video games. You don't necessarily have to have a boss fight. Like, one of my criticisms of Last of Us Part 2 was its final boss fight. Like, it didn't need it, and its narrative would have actually been better off without it. I also just realized South of Midnight actually tells a complete story. There are no loose threads. So I suppose if we never see Hazel Flood again, we might not have any questions as to what really happened in her world, what's going to happen next. And I don't know if this game was necessarily successful enough for a sequel. But I'd be on board a more refined return to South of Midnight in a sequel of some sort. In the meantime, got any suggestions for something to play next? Let me know. Otherwise, have yourselves a good night.